Booktube and happy Friday. Today is Friday, August the 30th of 2019. My name is Sarah and I'm coming to you, of course, with a Friday Reads. So in my Friday Reads videos, I like to show you guys what I'm going to be reading over the weekend, Friday and into the weekend, mostly what I'm going to be reading over the course of the weekend. And I have some new books that I have acquired this week. NetGalley and the publishers were super enough to get me some more books, to approve me for more books. I am so stoked about that. And I also have some physical books that I have purchased that I want to show you guys. I'm not going to bother showing you all my knitting because I have, while I've made progress on them, on my socks and my sweater, nothing's changed in the last week, really, other than length. So I'm not going to bother. I'll show you guys next week, because next week I should actually have the body of the sweater done. So I'm super stoked about that. So as I'm trying to do, show you what I'm drinking. And guys, I broke down. I told everybody when I heard this was coming out on August 27th, I'm like, no, I'm not getting one until at least September. But I broke down today. I got a pumpkin spice latte, you guys. Yes, I do. I love these things. I know there's people either love them or they hate them. I am in the love camp for sure. But yeah, I decided to get one. But it is, as usual, as I always tell you guys, I film these on Thursday nights. So I actually got this decaf. Because I don't need to be up till 3 o'clock in the morning. Because I do have to go to work tomorrow. It is a long weekend, of course, you guys. It's the Labor Day long weekend. I know from looking at Instagram and Facebook and stuff that a lot of people's kids are already back to school. Here, I don't know if it's all of Canada, but at least in my area, the kids don't go back to school till after Labor Day. And I always remember that from when I was a kid as well, that we didn't go back until after Labor Day. So, yeah. So I know my niece, they're on their way home from Florida. My brother and sister-in-law and niece, and they should be home, tomorrow or something. And so, yeah, I know that, coming back from Florida and then going back to school. It was my brother's birthday on Wednesday, so he got to spend it in Disney, lucky duck. And yeah, so I'm just kind of rambling now, but yeah, I'm super excited about the long weekend. I have really no plans. But yeah, so let's get into what I'm going to be reading this weekend. So, of course, as I said, long weekend, final weekend of August, first weekend of September, sort of, kind of. It's the unofficial last weekend of summer, and it's not truly the last weekend of summer, because that doesn't happen for at least another few more weeks, because, of course, the first day of fall isn't until, September 21st, I think, this year. So, anyway, yeah. But I do have some September books that I will be starting this weekend, and I'm super excited about that. So, first of all, I'm going to have to show you guys everything on my Kindle. So, excuse me, I'm losing my voice. So all the pictures are going to be black and white, and they're not going to be that big, so I do apologize. My tablet, my Samsung tablet, is completely dead. I let it die out completely accidentally, and I have to charge it, and it wouldn't be charged in time for me to film this, because I want to get this done. I want to have my dinner and stuff like that. So anyway, holy cow, I'm really losing my voice. Excuse me, you guys. Oh, that is so good. I really did try and resist. I did. But this little silly part in my brain's like, what if they sell out in the next 2 weeks and they don't bring them back again? You won't get one this year. Totally irrational thoughts, right, you guys? So my ebook that I'm going to be reading this week, let's jump into the books. My ebook that I'm going to be reading this weekend, is The Deception by Kat Martin. This is the second book, I think, in the Maximum Security series. This is a arc. It comes out, I want to say the 10th of September or something like that. It comes out earlier in September. And yeah, it is a romantic suspense novel. So I don't know much more than that. I'm super excited about it, and yeah, I can't wait to read it. So yeah, like I said, I don't have my tablet to show you guys the pictures. This is actually a bit easier for me to hold than the tablet, but I don't know how well it does the pictures. If this works for you guys, let me know. But anyway, the one thing I don't have with the tablet is I don't have any notes today, you guys. So I'm doing all of this by memory. So when I get into the arcs that I was given from NetGalley, yes, I have the pictures here, but I don't have release dates and stuff like that. So in the description box below, I will list all of that for you guys. So in case you want to see it, or you're curious as to when some of these books are coming out. But let's get into the audiobook that I'm going to be listening to this weekend. And I do have a physical copy of the book, but I did borrow it from my library on audio. and that is Hanging Mary by Susan Higgins Botham. And this is based on the true case of Mary Stuart. Hanging Mary reveals the untold story of those on the other side of the assassin's gun. So this has to do with President Lincoln's assassination. And John Wilkes Booth, and she runs a boarding house, and John Wilkes Booth stayed there, I think. And her son, this is based on a real person, her son had something to do, or might have known what was going to happen to Lincoln, and didn't divulge that, or she knew, or something like that. So yeah, so I'm super, super excited about this. I will be trying to follow along with the book a bit, because I don't know if it's throughout the book, but there are pictures, you guys. Well, there's one picture at least. But it goes back and forth between different characters and stuff, so yeah, I cannot wait. I am in the mood for a good historical fiction novel, and I think this one's going to deliver. So, especially now that we're getting into fall, this little bit, like, darker, you know, darker tone to it, I feel. So yeah, very, very much looking forward to that. So, other than that, over the weekend, I will not be reading Outlander because I am almost done. I've got about 50 pages left. Like I said, I'm filming this Thursday night. My goal is to get it done by Saturday afternoon. Should be easy. I've actually been listening to the last little bit of it on audio. At work for that, like, last hour I have, like, in the day when you're just kind of doing busy work. Not busy work, but it's, like, it's toned down because the phone calls have calmed down and stuff like that. So I've been listening to it on audio, so I have 50 pages left. My goal is to have it done for my wrap-up for Saturday afternoon, that I film Saturday afternoon for Sunday, because I will have finished it before the end of August. That is my goal. So yes, so that I'm reading as well. And I'm also reading, sorry, I forgot to show this to you guys too. So bear with me just a second here. I do love this tablet so, so much. Will it go to the cover? Oh, nice. I am also reading Marianne versus Logan still. I'm about halfway through it. I haven't really picked this up in a few days. I've been concentrating on some of my other books, and like Outlander, and trying to finish those last few books of the month. But I will probably pick this back up this weekend. And yeah, so I'm enjoying this one too. So anyway, what else do I have to show you guys? So, of course, book haul time, you guys. Book haul time. I feel really discombobulated without having my actual tablet here to show you guys pictures, so I am sorry. But whatever, it is what it is. So first of all, the first two books I want to show you, I actually got weeks ago, and I never showed you guys. They came in, I ordered these from Book Depository, I decided to treat myself. My husband got his first paycheck from work, his first full paycheck from work, because of course he had one before that, but it was like, you know, a week's worth, or a week and a day or something like that. This was his first full paycheck, so we decided to treat ourselves, and we each spent a little bit of money. And I did buy these off of Book Depository because they had the UK covers that I wanted. And if you guys didn't know, I am a huge fan of Sarah Morgan, and I got these two books. So I got Angels in the Snow is the first one. These are both Christmas books, you guys. And I also got Once Upon a Christmas. These are both anthologies. Both of them are 2-in-1, I believe. And the thing is, yeah, I think so. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just this one. It might just be this one. I'm not 100% certain, but I know one of them's an anthology, and they are two of the, when Sarah Morgan wrote for the Harlequin medical line, or the Mills and Boon medical line in the UK. So they are two of those stories. I think they might both be that, but don't quote me. But yeah, so I am very, very much looking forward to both of these. Whichever one is the anthology, or if not both of them, I'll pick one. I will be reading this holiday season, so I'm super, super excited about that. So I've got those. Yay, cannot wait. And then I have been following along. Of course, you guys know how much I love my romance novels, but as much as I love romance, I love a good cozy mystery. And I've been following along with Courtney over at The Cortagonist, and Lisa, I think she's now Lisa Latte. She's actually one of the other women on Read Bliss, who does videos for Read Bliss as well. That's how I found her original channel. But now I see she's teamed up with The Cortagonist, and the two of them do a cozy escape book club. And I didn't get into it in enough time to read the book for August, because I had too many other things on my plate for August. But again, and this is why I've pared down my TBR a bit, I'm able to fit little things in like this. And they announced the book for September. And it's a book that I had meant to read like back in July. I even took it out of the library. And I never got around to it because I think I was sick that weekend. It was the weekend of the Create Your Own Readathon. And I never got around to it. So I thought, when I saw the book that was the book that won, I got super stoked. And I'm like, yay, I'll borrow it from the library. For some reason, that copy that the library had, I think maybe 1 or 2 copies of this book, like in physical format. They don't have it anymore. Now, I did buy this as an ebook. Go ahead and laugh at me. But I really wanted a print copy to read a print copy. I do love reading on my e-reader more than anything else. But every now and then, especially a book that I'm going to be reading over the course of an entire month, I kind of like having a physical copy of it so you can kind of see your progress. So anyway, the book that was picked for September is Death by Coffee by Alec Erickson. And I'm super stoked. So I stopped on my way home from work tonight and I picked this up. And I cannot wait to read it. It is book number 1 in the Bookstore Cafe Mystery Series. So if you guys are not following either Courtney or Lisa, I will link both of their channels in the description box below so you guys can check them out. But I know that they've got like the read along post. I think it's like chapters 1 to 10 in the first week, 10 to 20 or something like that. It's not a terribly long book, but you're reading it over the course of an entire month. So lots of time. And I know that they do, I don't know if they do a live show every week or if they only do the live show at the end of the month, but I definitely want to participate in those live shows. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, I do love the idea of a book club. You know, I love doing the Create Your Own Readathon and stuff like that, but a part of me is almost wanting to do away with it in 2020. And I know for a while we were kind of doing like a you know, pick a book to read next kind of an idea. And I think I might want to go back to that in 2020 and do like a romance, like, you know, a romance type thing. And every month, like, or I think with the Cozy Escape, and I love the idea. So where what they did was each quarter or each season they pick like a different type of book, like a different type of cozy. Like for the fall, it is more like, what did it say? Like bookstore or bookish kind of cozy mysteries. And then in the wintertime, it was something like baking. And then in the summer, it was like vacation. I can't remember, but they had like these distinct, you know. And I kind of was thinking about this last night. And I'm like, wouldn't it be fun for us to do something like that and say like, in the summer, we pick contemporaries, you know, like in the fall, maybe pick some romantic suspense, you know, like a holiday book at Christmas. So I don't know if you guys are something that you guys would be interested in, let me know. And I thought like you guys could like put out suggestions for books and then we could like vote on them and, you know, vote to see which one as a group we want to read and then read it over the course of the month. And then I could do a live show at the end of the month. And if there's any other booktubers who would be interested in doing that with me, you know, like you don't have to do it with me every month, but if like it's a book that you particularly want to read, you know, let me know. Yeah, I'd be even apt to starting it in September or October. So I don't know. Let me know, you know. I love the idea of the Create Your Own Readathon, but I think this will be a lot more fun and a lot more interactive. So yeah, let me know, you guys, what your thoughts are on that. So anyway, total tangent on that, so I do apologize. But anyway, let's get back to the book haul. So like I said, I got 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6, yeah. I've already got them all on my tablet, so I don't forget. So again, I'm not exactly sure what dates these come out at, and I know some of them are parts of series, but I can't remember what book they are in series. So again, I'll leave like that information below. So the first one, guys, this isn't the first one I got. This just happens to be the order that they're on my tablet in. Lisa Jewell. I got Lisa Jewell's new book, you guys. Oh my gosh. Why aren't you opening? There we go. I was so stoked. Cover. The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell. Yay! Ever since I read And Then She Was Gone. Sorry, I just saw something on my ceiling and I thought it might have been a spider. I am definitely afraid of spiders, you guys. So yeah, super excited that I got this one. Thank you, of course, to NetGalley, the publisher, for all of these books. But of course, they will all be getting reviewed over the next few months. So you will hear me talk about this one in the foreseeable future. So yes, super exciting. The next one that I got was this one I saw come up on NetGalley a couple months ago. And I put my request in, and I never heard back. And I thought, okay, I'm not going to get it. You know, it is what it is. And then I got a proof for it on Tuesday, I think. Nalini Singh's A Madness of Sunshine. This is a romantic suspense novel. I know Nalini Singh is known for writing paranormal. I know that, oh gosh, Amy over at Zoe Beck, she loves her paranormal, loves it, and she like rereads them all the time. But I like her contemporaries, and now this is a romantic suspense, which I can totally get behind. So I'm super, super stoked. Thank you, thank you, thank you to the publisher, NetGalley. I'm so excited about reading this one. I cannot wait. I also got the new Karen Rose. Yay on this one. This one is super exciting. I cannot wait. Cover so you guys can see it. Into the Dark by Karen Rose. Another romantic suspense. 'Tis the season. You know what I mean, you guys? Like, the fall, I really feel these romantic suspense thrillers. I really love that. I love my romance. I will never, ever go away from my romance. It will always be like coming home. You know, I might venture out and read some thrillers, read some cozy mysteries, read a historical fiction, but I will always come home to my romances. But I love having the option and being, you know, yes, I'm a genre reader. I don't mind literary fiction, but I am definitely a genre type reader. But I'm super stoked about getting to all of these, and I love it. I absolutely love it. It makes me so happy. So let's see what else we have here. Let's go back to some romance, okay, you guys? We went through the rest, but let's get into some romance, because romance is, you know, we love romance. Cover. This one I was so thrilled about. Kelly Rimmer's new book. It's called Unspoken. I know this is the second in a series. I can't remember the name of the series. Does it say? A Startup in the City novel. So it's something like about like a startup company and the people who work for the company. I can't remember the first book. I have it on my shelf, actually. Steve gave me his art copy when I went to see him in Boston back in May. So I can't remember. I think this one might come out in November. So I might try and read that one in October. So I kind of have the first book before I get into the second book. But yeah, still, it's a contemporary romance. Most of the time you can read these out of order. It's not that big a deal. And then I have just two more, you guys. I saw this one come up and I'm like, I'm in the mood for an Amish. I do enjoy a good Amish book every now and then. And I know this author does some great work. And this book is called The Hope by Patricia Davis. Kind of hard to see there on the cover, but isn't that a lovely cover? This is from, I believe it's Steeple Hill or Harlequin, a Harlequin imprint, I'm sure. But yeah, it's this is the Amish of Cedar Grove or Cedar Cove series. I can't read it because it's in black and white. But yeah, so that one as well. And then last but not least, I saw this one on Instagram. The author, Jaci Burton, posted the cover and I went, oh my god, that's the cutest cover ever. And I'm like, it's a Jaci Burton. I really, really like her books. I want to read that. And I immediately went on NetGalley to see if it was available for to request, and it wasn't. And then I happened to be on NetGalley last night just having a little look-see, and it popped up that it said like new books in your genres kind of an idea, and I immediately hit request. I'm not joking, you guys. I went and had my shower, I came back, I checked my email, and I was already approved for the book. Like, within a 10-minute span. Yay, thank you so much. The Matchmaker's Mistletoe Mission by Jaci Burton. This is the first in a series. You guys need to check out this cover in full color. It is bright pink. It's a bright pink cover, and I think her scarf or jacket is green. I can't remember. It's utterly delightful. Oh my gosh, I just absolutely love it. So yeah, this is going to be so good. And I believe this one is an October or November release. I can't remember. Again, I'll leave the list of the books below with the release dates, so you guys will know to look for them or to put them on pre-order. But of course, as I said, over the next few months, I will be reviewing these ones for you guys, so super exciting. So yeah, so that's about all that I have for you guys today. As I already chatted about a little bit at the beginning, I really have no plans for this weekend. I am going to bingo twice. My mom and I are doing our normal Saturday morning to bingo, and then back on the long weekend in August, because Ontario has it's not a stat holiday, it's a civic holiday in August. I talked about it before. I vlogged the whole weekend. It is just a civic holiday that my mom called me in the afternoon. It was on a Monday. And she called me. She says, guess who was at bingo with me today? And I think I said like her cousin or something like that. I don't know. I always love that. Guess who? I don't know. Just tell me. And she's like, your father. I'm like, what? My dad never goes to bingo. The last time he went to bingo was probably 15 years ago. And it was for my grandmother's birthday. It was his mom's birthday. And she wanted the whole family to go to bingo. So my dad, his sister, me and my mom, you know, grandma, of course. We left her at home. No. But yeah, we all went. That was the last time he was there. And I guess that they have a free session on the holiday Monday. Every holiday Monday or every holiday day, except for Christmas, it's the only day that they're not open. Christmas, the only day the bingo hall is not open. They do this free bingo, and it's not very much. Like, you get like one strip of cards, and I think you can pay to get like a second strip if you want. But most people don't do that, and they play like literally it's one line or two lines, and I think it's like $100 to win. Like that's your prize is $100. Totally acceptable if you're not paying for it. And then they also, in the summer or in the warm weather, they do barbecues outside, $2 hamburgers and stuff like that. So it's a big thing. So my mom wanted to go, and she mentioned to Dad that they had like this free bingo, and Dad's like, okay. And Mom's like, there's hamburgers there, and they're only $2, and Dad's like, let's go. So I guess she talked him into staying, and he said he had fun. Not fun enough to go all the time, but fun enough that he would enjoy going every now and then. So she mentioned to him in passing, she said that there's going to be one, of course, on Labor Day this Monday. And Dad's like, okay, we'll go on Labor Day. And so then I made a comment to him last week about it. He's like, oh, I don't know. And I said, no. I said, you said you're coming, and I'm mad because I wasn't there, and I think it would be extra fun to have him there too. So we are going back on the Monday for the free bingo, but then we're going to stay for the next session as well. So I'm excited about that. I actually went. I'm becoming bad. I have to. I'm only spending what I can afford to spend. Don't think I'm like, we can't afford food because I'm going to bingo. That's not the case at all. And typically I use winnings that I've had from before. But my mom called me last night on Wednesday night, and she says, this was like 6:30 at night. She goes, are you busy right now? I'm like, well, I've just eaten dinner. I'm, like about to put on my jammies, like got my shower or whatever. And she says to me, she goes, did you want to come to bingo? And I'm like, okay. She won $1,000. She's like, come to bingo. And I'm like, okay. I did win about $100, so that's not bad. So it paid for me to go. So that was kind of nice. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to this weekend. And my husband doesn't care if I go, and it's so funny because sometimes I get so mad while I'm there, and I'm like, oh, I hate this game. I'm never coming back again. And then I'm like, hey, you want to go to bingo tomorrow? That's a true gambler, my friends. But unlike a gambler with a problem, which I do not have, I know that if I do not have the money, I don't go. And you do sadly see some of those people there. You know what I mean? Like, they get super mad because, this could potentially be part of the rent money, or they were hoping to win the rent money, or who knows what, right? It's a very sad situation. I don't want to get into that because this is all about being happy about the long weekend. And yeah, that's really about it. Garrett's still, of course, he's working. He's not working tonight, but he'll be working, he'll be working the whole long weekend, unfortunately. He doesn't get Monday off. Like the bingo hall. His work only closes on Christmas Day. But he does get paid, I think it's time and a half for working on the stat holiday. So that's cool. I'm trying to think of anything else. No, I think that's pretty much about it, you guys. The fall is coming. I know my mom and I had this discussion in the car. She was getting so mad with everybody posting everything on Facebook about fall coming. She's like, let me enjoy summer. And I get it. And that's why I held off, I didn't want to get the PSL. I didn't want to get the pumpkin spice latte. Yes, I got it because it was there. But in my opinion, Starbucks brought this out far too early. They should at least wait until it's officially fall. Like mid-September. What's wrong with mid-September? Even wait until after Labor Day. Like, something. It's just too early because as much as I love it, it is a fall beverage. And then, of course, because Starbucks brought out the pumpkin spice latte, I stopped at Tim Hortons this morning. They have pumpkin spice donuts and muffins and Timbits, and FYI, if you're in Canada, the pumpkin spice donuts are delightful. I may have gotten one this morning because they were there and they were fresh and I couldn't say no. Because yes, I am pumpkin all the things, but I legitimately love pumpkin. I always have loved that spice, which is super weird because I actually have an intolerance to cinnamon. Actual cinnamon, like if it's dusted on something, if it's baked in or mixed into a drink or something like that, like this, I'm okay with it. But if it is like sprinkled on top of like a piece of like cinnamon toast, for example, I couldn't eat that. It does not. I have an intolerance. It's unfortunate because I love the smell of it. I just can't eat it. But anyway, you guys, okay, I'm rambling now. This was supposed to be a short video. Now it's 25 minutes long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys all have a fantastic long weekend. And again, please do let me know your thoughts on starting a book club. You know, I know we did it a couple years ago, but we've got a lot more people now, you know, to do themes. If anyone has any suggestions, if anyone wants to co-host with me, we could start in October. We could say, okay, let's do September for planning. We could do, you know what book we could do in October, you guys? That, The Corner of Pumpkin and Vine, the 3 novellas, like the 3 short story bind-up book. Okay, who's in with this with me? I'm happy to do a live show on this. I think it would be a lot of fun. And if there's any other booktubers who want to co-host this with me, let me know. I'm just throwing it out there. After this, then we can maybe start voting on books. But just a thought, because it's like a Halloween fall kind of book in October. Let me know, guys. All right, I'm letting you go now. I'll talk to you soon. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.